Tonight, answers in a 4-month-long KCTV5 investigation.
4 violent teenagers broke out of a juvenile detention center back in July, brutally attacking employees and crashing a stolen car.
He was running around, not knowing what to do, blood dripping from his head, slipping on his own blood.
KCTV5 uncovers why that escape happened at the Cass County facility and how it could have been stopped before anyone was hurt. 2
whistleblowers are revealing what they say is really happening behind those walls and warning the community about their safety. Emily Rittman is live with the story you will see only on KCTV5. Emily.
Brad and Ellen, the teens escaped by stealing one of the employees' car keys. They attacked the staff, locked them up, then went out into the parking lot, hit the alarm button like this, found the car, hopped in, and took off.
A man who now works inside the Cass County Juvenile Center says the public must know what's really going on.
I believe it's in the dark and it needs to be exposed to light. And that's why I'm here.
He says he was attacked when this teen, John Hurl, tried to escape in March.
Then he grabbed me and put me in a chokehold, and it didn't last very long. People don't like to be choked. I was able to break out of the chokehold.
After the panic button set off an alarm, Cass County deputies quickly arrested Hurl. He was charged as an adult.
I think the entire staff hoped that this, what I would call a near miss, would have evoked action on the part of administration. But what happened was more inaction.
That inaction would soon prove costly. Both the man and a former detention center employee say rumors started to circulate inside the facility that 4 teens, 3 boys and a girl, were plotting another breakout. They even say the teens chose to attack the workers that they thought they could easily overpower.
So they handpicked the staff, all right, that they wanted, and then they planned how they would do it. They executed that plan brilliantly.
This woman, who no longer works there, was a target of those teens when they escaped in July.
So she grabbed me by the throat. I fell on the floor and fell right on my shoulder. She was choking me and choking me and choking me, and I came very close to passing out.
The 4 suspects dragged her into a corridor that locked her in. Through the glass, she helplessly watched her coworkers get beaten.
One of them got struck with a telephone numerous times on her ear. He had to have like 17 staples on his head from them beating him severely.
Then the teens broke into the employee locker room and stole the woman's car keys. They crashed her car in nearby Bates County.
They went off the road. They hit a barbed wire fence. It looked like a can opener had tried to open it, and then they hit a tree.
Both the current and former employees say nothing was done to prevent the attack.
I feel like they're responsible, that they should be held accountable.
Both say the juvenile center staff was poorly trained to handle violence.
I asked several times to get a self-defense class of some kind, and I was always told that we didn't have enough money.
They say the control area that operates all the doors and locks to keep the teens inside was out in the open and not secured by glass like many other detention facilities.
I believe we dodged a bullet. This is our second chance to do something.
After the first escape attempt in March, the chief juvenile officer, Beverly Newman, told this to KCTV5.
The facility is obviously very secure, so the likelihood of escape is minimal.
4 months later, an escape did happen. We have repeatedly called Newman asking for another interview. After 3 months of waiting, a spokesperson finally told us they would not comment.
They've decided to keep the kids in the juvenile system, which means that they won't have a public trial. By doing that, they're giving, I think, the community a false sense of security.
And the former employee that we spoke to says that she is seeing a psychologist and that she has been diagnosed with PTSD. As for her totaled car, she says she has not been reimbursed.